Conductor.
What's good, YouTube? It's Mari Masa once again. Now, you might be saying, more like once in a lifetime, because when's the last time you posted? Just chill, alright? I've been taking care of some stuff, but now I'm back and I'm bringing y'all more Need for Speed content. Now, for those of you who have seen my videos before, you may also be saying, that car looks familiar. Didn't he already do a video on that one? To which I say, yes, I did. You should go watch the other video too. But since I've been gone so long, and there are new players on the game, and I know more about the game than I did when I was, doing this shit earlier, I figured I'd just start the series over again. Alright, so without further ado, let's focus on, races in this Nissan Skyline R32. Now, I think I started my other, well, it's not the other, it's the same series I'm doing. But I think I started this series originally doing the R32 too. That's because when you first hop online, they give you this car. They give you the option to get this car, I think. I don't know how I got this car. I think that's how I got it. But this car is very good. It is, it's just solid all around. I don't know if you'll see it in today's videos or not, but I have it built for A+ and A. And it's just all around great. Acceleration is great. Top speed, great. Handling, it's all-wheel drive, which feels really good in this game. Yeah, there's not more you could ask from this car other than making it other than it having an extremely OP statistic or stat or whatever. I don't know why I just said statistic. I'm a fucking idiot, but yeah. I don't know if these guys are really gonna be compy like that. I saw somebody had a Mustang GT, which from my experiments is pretty good. So we'll see in the other races, but right now it's looking like a wash. So we'll have to come back and see. Okay, so that race that I had started, trash. There was no comp in that lobby, and honestly, during the whole recording session, I didn't have any good races, or at least races that I thought would be fun to watch and that would showcase what the R32 could do. So I went to my save clips, found some races that were pretty entertaining, and so the commentary that I'm doing right now is happening post race. So in this first playlist I'm showing right now, the guy to keep track of is the K King racer. Right, he was pretty good, and he gave me a run for my money. In this first race, he's driving the Chevy Bel Air, which personally I see as a cheesy car because as you'll see in a second, he's gonna blaze by me. Right, that car is just fast as hell in A+, and it kind of just crushes the competition unless you build your car to specialize in speed, which I don't do. It's just I'm not super try hard in that game. I just keep them pretty balanced so I don't have to have multiple builds for multiple cars. I'm not even gonna show this whole race. Just know he won by a crazy landslide. On top of that, I crashed halfway through the race, as you just saw, and the other guy in the race, who was newer to the game but was by no means bad, he passed me, and then so ultimately I got in third because of that, which means I need to win the next two races just to win overall. So in this second race, the K King player switched to the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 9, which is also a really great car because it's just got great acceleration, it's great control, it's just a solid car overall. And honestly, I was scared seeing as to how he just cooked me in the last race. So starting out, again, I was a bit nervous, but came into this first turn. I came into this first turn, I absolutely fucked it up. Don't know what that was. And I'm expecting the other guy to pass me, and then instead the guy in the Nissan did. I was like, oh, hold on. I was like, we might be straight. And so, a little bit of, he spun out too. This is honestly just a weird course though. Some of the turns, the cars just kind of hop over the turns a little weird. You know what I'm saying? But got through those first couple turns. Got through this turn up here. I built 3 bars. I'm thinking okay, other guy's the K King player is gonna come from my behind, and overtake me. And I look at the map and I'm like, bro, I don't know how we got in third place, but whatever. And so at this point, I kind of was like, yo, I'm kind of straight. So I basically just won this race like almost halfway through it. But kind of onto like just talking about the R32. Like this car again, I said it's just good overall. I drift my cars. I'm playing Need for Speed. It's an arcade racer. I don't know why in the world you wouldn't, but obviously to each their own. So I drift my cars. You gotta make this thing a little slidey because the turn, like how it turns, the turning radius is not that good, but it has great control. So even if you make it more drifty, it's still really easy to control your drifts. But you know what I'm saying? By the end, that was a pretty easy race. It would not be like that for the last race. For the final race, the K-King player, he stayed with the Evo 9, which is a good pick for this course. This course has a lot of turns. And again, just the Evo 9 just excels at like taking sharp corners and stuff. So like, I was honestly, like I won the previous race, but I was still pretty scared, right? But I had a plan, right? I've done this race so many times at this point. And like I know like there's like when I'm playing not super compy, like I just kind of race it. But then when I know I'm playing somebody good, I have like a specific plan, so I know I can at least keep up with them, right? So that long turn I just took, you see how I just built 3 bars of burst, right? Most people will burn it on this straightaway, but what I do, especially if I'm playing somebody good, and he just did it too, you burst like through the corner or right after the corner, and 9 times out of 10, maybe even 10 times out of 10, you will make up the time that you lose by not doing it on the straightaway. And a lot of times you'll be even faster than normal, right? So just by doing that, I was able to keep with him. He took that last turn kind of bad, and I noticed that, and I was like, all right, I know I need to be behind him, or at least a good ways in front of him by that turn and then on this final lap, and I'll have like a good chance to win. So honestly, I'm low-key surprised he didn't like adjust, but you know what I'm saying, it was whatever. I was able to kind of just keep the same thing I was doing in the first lap again, right? Come around to the same turn, he burst through, I burst through, I'm right behind him again. I actually take this kind of bad, like you see how I shot off, and so I had to burst again just to keep up. Come through the tunnel again. We come to the turn, and I almost fucked this up because I bursted way too soon. Somehow I kept control of the car. I don't really know how. And I was in front of him, and it was just like that. That was the end of the race, and I won. So, like, again, like I'm racing against somebody who is clearly good, who like knows all this like little strats and stuff, and I was still able to, you know what I'm saying, to come out on top just with good racing. And with the R32, like the performance of the car is important in this game, and this car is, you know what I'm saying, it performs well no matter where you place it in. Okay, so normally I would do like 2 sets of playlists for these videos, but that's gonna make it like hella long. And plus, again, I didn't get good clips of the R32. I didn't get an A. I only got them an A+, and it was only in this lobby where they were good, just because of the guy I was racing. So I'm just gonna go over this last race in another playlist I did in the same lobby. I'll say one thing before I kind of analyze what I was doing in the race, just because this is something I didn't really understand until later, is that you should probably not bump people when you're driving as well, because all you're gonna do is slow yourself down and you're gonna push them to top speed. But this race particularly, like especially after I already raced these guys, I knew they're all decent. It was just gonna come down to keeping my top speed and then not making too many mistakes, which is crazy because you're gonna see what happens. But you know what I'm saying, take these turns right here. You want to build as many bars as possible. He's got the strats, you know what I'm saying. He can build them and do the drifts, and he exited the drift really well. The K-King player. But yeah, I come up on the Nissan player, or the player in the Nissan, and then I'm like, hold on, I'll just chill, I'll keep up and then build a bar, and then this next turn is hard, right? But I'm lazy, so I clip a car, crash. I'm thinking, bro, race is done. He crashed too. I'm like, okay, at least I got second place, right? I'm thinking he's gone. Psych, he missed the checkpoint. Rookie mistake, even though he's not a rookie, right? I'm like, oh, this is my chance, right? And now this is one thing I hate about players. Cause what is that, bro? Like, and I ain't gonna lie, I could have still won, but psychologically, I fucked up, hit the car, and he slides through, and he's able to get the win. So, you know, it's what it is. I even threw up a little emoji surprise. I was like, bro, did you really just do that? But yeah, that's the R32. Again, it is a great car. It's a great car. If you don't know what car to use in this game, use this one. You can build it to literally any tier, and it will, or any class race, and it will be so good for you. You just gotta experiment and figure out, you know what I'm saying, the acceleration, the top speed. But yeah, this is Mario Masa. I hope you liked this content, this Need for Speed content. Like the video if you liked it. Comment if you want to, you know what I'm saying, if you want to see me do a particular car or something. And hopefully I'll see y'all in the next video. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that guy, but not really. He was good. And we out.